What is up, everybody? It's your boys Gin and Juice back at it again. And today we're talking about Panini and some of their products that are being delayed. Then we're going to touch on a few of the investments that I know I'm currently making. And I'm sure Andrew might have some comments about that as well. So without further ado, Andrew, what's up, buddy? How are you?
Not much. What is up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to our next live.
Yes,
this is our third one, right?
Yeah, this is the third one in a row.
Missed the last one, unfortunately. It was a good topic. I did tune in for when I could, and I like the topic. I wish I could have been there, but you expressed my feelings very well. So
I think I was speaking for a lot of individuals out there. Well, I appreciate
most definitely.
So let's actually get into the conversation about Panini right now. So you and I were just talking not too long ago. Wait a minute. What's happened to your website? Nothing for sale on it for some time. Sean, it's all on
the eBays.
eBay. We mentioned that it's all on eBay quite some time ago. We've been posting some links in the community channel and on Instagram and so forth.
It's on the Pkwy.
But to get back into the topic, Panini has been delaying product for quite some time now. And it's like a perfect storm of disaster, in my opinion, coming our way at the beginning of May. So on the 6th of May, you have Panini Obsidian Football. You have Donruss UFC, which we probably won't dive into. Then on the 11th, you have Panini Crown Royale Basketball, Panini Football Prism, Panini Select Prism, and then Mosaic Premier Soccer, which we probably won't get into too much. And
the Donruss UFC sounds interesting, but
it does.
But Select and Prism at the same time?
Ooh, that in my mind, that's just a terrible move. And there's rumors that National Treasures Football is going to be coming out around the same time as well.
Awesome. So everybody just open up your wallets, or if you have any, your paychecks or whatever, just send them directly to Panini, because Panini is about to rake in a huge amount of cash on that.
Absolutely. And that's if the products are going to get delayed even more. Prism Football was delayed not too long ago, I think multiple times. And it's just now it's supposedly being released on the 11th. Let's hope they stick to that. It's just crazy to see the amount of delays, and after the season we finally get product, and now they're even saying for the basketball, Prism Basketball might not get out until the start of next season. So at the same exact time that these products are being released, are they going to be releasing any of the next year products? Because we also talked about, hey, you brought up a good point earlier. Are they ever going to catch up? When's the timing that they're going to actually release these products on time, and they're going to have to overlap at some point?
I think the newest product, for this new draft class, was the Contenders, right?
Yeah. So the newest one was the Contenders with 2 autos. We opened up a couple of those, got another video coming out on Thursday about that. But yeah, Contenders was about it. Revolution Basketball comes out, I want to say in April. So like maybe in 2 days, a couple days, right?
Maybe, yeah.
And then Panini One Football comes out in a couple days. But the back half of April and the beginning of May is just jam-packed with stuff. And it just looks like it's going to keep getting worse.
So Panini just needs to either just release 50 products or 100 products in a month and just get caught up, or they're just never going to get ever caught up with everything on their release schedule. So
agreed 100%. And this opens up a lot of issues in the community. The number one is very glaring. You can't release all this product at the same time and then have the main sets like your Select, your Prism, come out on the same day, because it dilutes the overall, not necessarily value if you're looking at it from that standpoint, but also the enjoyment of the set, because you're going to have to choose which one's which, because you price them so high. Not everybody's going to be able to buy everything. So now you have to weigh out hey, which one do I spend on this year compared to last year when I was able to buy a little bit then, couple months later when another release comes out and buy a little bit then. And now everything is just 100% stockpiled. And I think that's the first thing you're going to see is that average individual that wants to try to get some of this product, they're going to have to make a choice on their hand, and you're going to see some favoritism being played. And I think one set might be better than the other. And you're going to see maybe Prism. I think Prism's going to be that set that's going to be purchased a lot more than Select.
We'll have to see, unless they reduce like the number of autos, or if they, you know, like you're not getting like, oh, guaranteed one auto and stuff like that, versus maybe Select has 2 or 3 autos, or, you know, maybe I think Select was normally like guaranteed at least 1 auto, maybe 2, and then at least 1 or 2 mems. So it's like a total of 3 major hits. I think what we saw from most of the Select, at least from basketball. But and like, you know, Bright 5 says when does Fanatics take over? And I don't think that's for another couple
we still
years.
have like 3-4 years of this. This is not going to change anytime soon. And it sucks because not only is that saturation of product being released all at once, there's also another thing that we have to look at, and that's quality control. We already know that Panini struggles with quality control and printing, and now you're going to have this. I think to rush all these products, you're going to have so many more issues with quality control.
Well, the problem was, you know, you have a limited number of places that they use to print, and then you throw in like the WWE set in between these productions. It's not like they have one machine dedicated to do WWE, one machine dedicated to football, and one dedicated to basketball. You know, you have to like delay something or take something off the production line to produce these sets. So, you know, producing more and more of these like UFC and WWE, which is great to see. And I think that's a problem that they're having with trying to catch up with everything. But it leads to that thing where it's just like, okay, you got to sacrifice one thing for another, and that's just creating more and more delays. And so I think, you know, it's not going to get better anytime soon.
Yeah, and I want to share some of this right here. This is some of the images that are going to be in the Prism for basketball. Cade Cunningham is playing in his college. There's TCU in the background. Jalen Green. It's just all the images that they're using for a lot of the rookies are from their college. And it's they're just putting out temporary like images of what it would look like, and then that's obviously not the finalized one because they haven't gone there. Ooh, that looks nice.
Look at that. Zeus MD says that's exactly what concerned me too. I already spent $2,500 on Prism and Select football on a pre-sale. Now Prism basketball comes right out after. Gonna be broke as shit. Oh yeah, I know. I'm dreading already.
It's gonna be rough. It's gonna absolutely be rough. Just burning the money machine. And it's crazy too, because I don't think a lot of individuals are going to be able to be consistent. I think you could possibly see a disinterest in purchasing a lot of these products just because everybody's craving them at once. It's just not a good move. It's not a good move at all. Greetings from the Philippines. Hello.
I wouldn't mind taking a delay, but I mean, if you delay, that means other products going to get, you know, delayed around, and we're just going to be in this endless cycle of being way behind.
Here's a good question. What are they saying is the reason for the delays? So Panini's got excuses upon excuses. There's been rumblings of printer issues, and that's something that Andrew touched on earlier in this conversation, where they had they promised a bunch of product to say the WWE, and the WWE wants their product to be printed guaranteed. So they had to stop production of another product to get all the WWE stuff out. So there's printers. There was also they're still using the COVID excuse of, hey, we had to do a bunch of these items. We had to shut down a lot of things. Now we're slow rolling it back and people aren't coming back, which is kind of a truthful thing in a sense of people coming back to work. But I don't know if that's 100% anymore.
I think a lot of it is going to be supply chain issues. Obviously, from the business side of things, I see a lot of logistics issues,
Yeah.
the cost of raw materials,
The raw
the
materials have gone
ability
up
to get
insane.
to get raw materials, the cost of things. So there's that aspect. Yeah, like you said, I don't think you can keep using COVID as an excuse. Yes, it's still an issue, but I mean, you've had enough time to put enough safeguards into everything to get things operating to a point where it can still go. So I think that there's just a lack of ability to like secure all the things that they need to do, whether it's making sure all the sticker autos are in or on card autos are done, or making sure that images are correct, getting the materials and stuff like that. So I think that all plays into the reasons why a lot of the things are delayed. And we see that like with Topps too. I mean, I'm still waiting on Formula One Topps Dynasty to come out, and obviously securing autos is very difficult. A lot of I thought they would try to get it done by the off season, but obviously a lot of these people live in different countries. There's a lot of COVID restrictions, getting things back and forth,
and
negotiating.
You still have auto issues with a lot of these guys on the state side too when it comes to basketball and football. I just finally got some redemptions back the other day. Nothing too impressive, but I am a Phoenix Suns collector, and I got a couple of Jalen Smith cards. Nothing too crazy, but they're sticker auto RPAs, and it just took forever for this guy who's not even playing to get his auto on a sticker so they can slap it on the card. There's so many things in the works. There's so many reasons that you can't just pinpoint it to one. It's a collective amount of issues that are going on.
Meow. A request from chat. Meow. But yeah, so
I can ban them.
Yep. So I can also, like you said, I've gotten emails from Panini. I've waited on Tyler Hero rookie redemption autos for over a year now. Still waiting for 120 days. I'm still waiting for fucking points to come in.
I still have so many points to come in from redemptions. This is every time I get one, I take it off the stack and then I put it away or I throw it away because I finally got the card. It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Someone asked, can't Panini just get more printers? It's not that simple.
Well, they don't print it themselves. So they're sourcing another company to do it. So, I mean, that's like telling, and it's not easy to just suddenly, build out another facility to bring in machines to print and set everything up in like a short amount of time, maybe like 6 months to probably set up everything. Or maybe even a year if they have to build out the facility. So I mean, it's not just as easy as just get some more printers and put them in.
Well, you also have the printers are being used on multiple different products. There's multiple printing companies that are working on multiple different products with multiple different TCGs, sports cards, you name it. And then the Pokemon went out and actually purchased more printing companies within the United States, so that takes away from a resource as well.
Yep. I think the major printing companies are all located out in Texas, so I think the biggest ones are there.
Yeah. It's my favorite Gamblers live in the flesh. Oh, what's up?
Of course.
Your thoughts on where Marvel's going? I mean, Marvel is probably the next big thing.
So I would say like everyone's probably doom and gloom saying like, oh, the Marvel bubbles crash, that's more of a correction than a crash. So,
I mean, I didn't even know there was a talk of a bubble crashing.
Yeah, I think if you saw some Instagram posts that were talking about like cards that they had posted, and it's like, oh, these are some of the single largest drops in card prices, and even with sports cards and everything, there's always a boom, and then eventually there is a correction. So it was like Pokemon when Logan Paul came in and everything started to ramp up and everyone thought like, oh, Pokemon to the moon. And then suddenly it self-corrected itself. And then now it's, back on its normal growth curve back up. So it's the same thing with Marvel. I'm buying Marvel right now.
I'm buying a ton of Marvel.
Yeah, wherever I can. Things that I think will go up in value. So talk with some of our Marvel people and get pick their brains a little bit, and then invest there. So I still think Marvel has room to go up. I think it's a good time. Well, at least I think it's a good time to buy because I'm finding some things on the cheaper side. So always keep your eyes out, Don't go too ham.
Or go ham. Do whatever you want. It's your money.
It's your money. Just don't put yourself in a financial position where it's, not good.
Yellow. What's up, guys? I love the content. Any chance you guys are going to open up hockey product? I don't know about that one.
We did, but we just want to find the right product. We did do like a couple boxes of the cup, and those are pretty interesting. So one of those like one packers. So if we can find the right product, I wouldn't mind opening more hockey.
Okay. So there's a lot of a lot of questions, a lot of comments around Metazoo that I've seen since we started the live. So we do have a Metazoo video coming. It's an interview with Michael, the founder of Metazoo, talking about some of the stuff that he's passionate about and the product itself. Our thoughts on Metazoo, I mean, if it's your cup of tea, by all means, go after it. From the interview, I strongly feel that they're doing their best and focusing on the hobby, focusing on growth, focusing on making sure people have product. They definitely are not fans of the secondary market, and they want to make sure their product is affordable and can get into multiple people's hands.
Yeah, it was a very good interview to actually get a more deeper understanding on how the company thinks and how it's operating. Yeah. So, and it kind of they're really focused on the players, the playability, they want to make sure that there's sustained growth. They also want to be able to make sure that players are able to get products and that they get the same support from card shops and other places to help continuously grow the game. So it's very exciting things to hear, and they're very new, so it's kind of something I might keep an eye on and see how they do going on forwards, like with a lot of the other games like Flesh and Blood and things like that. So it's always good to see what will happen.
So obviously with Panini and their delay and everything else, we were getting a little sidetracked off of these random questions, which is great. Please keep them coming. But just to talk about Panini and ideas of potentially what they could do to improve, and that might be something like, hey, let's cut some sets out. We talked about it before. Once they are able to figure out their long-term sets going forward, it might help them, push out some of these releases a lot sooner. We keep seeing a lot of sets from Chronicles being released as individual sets that no one's asking for. So they could definitely stop doing that.
They don't need to do encased anymore. I wish they would. And any sport, please just get rid of encased. You got rid of it from basketball. Don't do it for football, please.
Yeah, it's just such a terrible product. A terrible product. Juice, you got for mid-range baseball for trade? I don't collect baseball that much. I'm sure Jen doesn't either. Mm-hmm. How about getting some exec from these? Oh yeah, I mean we all have some, but does that mean we have any mid stuff to trade? Exactly. So this is a good question. How about getting some execs from these card companies so as to hear their inside spin on these issues? Yeah, we definitely can try.
Hey, we're open. I mean, any of you major companies out there, Panini, Topps, if you want to sit down and talk with us, you have our email address. Just hit us up and we'll schedule something.
I'll try to reach out. I'll be the aggressor. Dude, Honors is 6. Don't get rid of that product. But Honors used to be its own product. Then it got pushed into Chronicles. So there's that. Wander Franco rookie cards. I have one and I sold a Wander Franco rookie card. Who's investing for football? Probably more of Josh Allen and Kyler Murray right now. Since there's a lot of talk about the investment side of it, I could give out some of the cards that I'm investing in from a basketball perspective based on these playoffs that I've seen. I'm just going to go down a list. You guys can rate them yourself. But these are some of the individuals that I would be looking out for, try to pick up. the Jalen Brunsons of the world, Brandon Ingram, Anthony Edwards still. I mean, I think there's plenty of meat left on the bone for Anthony Edwards. A lot of his stuff is really high. He's one of those top rookies with him and LaMelo Ball. But I think there's still a gap between the ceiling for him. Next is Tyrese Maxey. A lot of people were down on Tyrese Maxey early on in the season, and he's proven his wealth. And then to the last guys that I want to bring up, well, actually, I guess there's three. There's Jason Tatum rookie cards, in my opinion, are super underrated, the non-autos. His autos are obviously massive at the moment for a lot of them. But Jason Tatum cards are super low compared to what he's doing and where they're at, and especially right now in the playoffs. And then the last two, I mean, if you haven't jumped on the Jordan Poole train yet, what are you waiting on? Jordan Poole, if you look at his stats from his rookie year, he averaged 8 points a game. Then his second year, he jumped up to about 13 points a game. This past season, he was at 18 points a game, and now in the playoffs, he's averaging 24. I think they're not going to be able to afford Jordan Poole with the rest of those individuals. I think you're going to see Jordan get plenty, and I mean plenty, of opportunity outside. He's going to sign a massive deal. He's going to be a starting guard in the league somewhere else. Jordan Poole, the sky's the limit. That man is a bucket, 100% a bucket. And then one guy that's getting a lot of or doing a lot that's not getting a lot of attention right now is Desmond Bane. Desmond Bane is hot off the presses. He is somebody that is playing just as well as anybody else on that Grizzlies team. I think he's actually leading the Grizzlies in scoring in the playoffs, not Ja Morant, which is crazy. I think Desmond Bane has proven himself. Again, he's one of those other individuals that I think he's going to be a starter somewhere else once his rookie contract's up, because they're not going to be able to afford to keep all that talent in Memphis. That's the shitty thing about a small market team. You don't have a ton of money. Yeah, it's going to be crazy. Drew, any thoughts on anybody right now in the playoffs that you have your eye on, basketball wise, or are you just?
I mean, I'm just kind of glad that I kept a lot of the cards, of the rookies and players that, at the beginning didn't really pique our interest per se. Like we were just like, oh, LaMelo and everybody else, but then everyone else is kind of stepping up. And I think that happened with the previous years too. I mean, I think
it always does, but you just don't know who that person would be.
Exactly. And it's great to see a lot of these, maybe non-hyped players in the beginning, like develop and prove themselves. Because I know in the beginning you were a little hesitant about Maxey as being the starting point guard.
Yep.
And you weren't sure if he had enough experience to actually, do things together early in the season, but he definitely proved himself throughout the season and has proved to be like, a key integral player in the team, and someone that they, for future thoughts, need to build upon and give him the right tools and weapons to help him have a illustrious career over there.
Preach. The 76ers need to do whatever they can to build a team around Tyrese Maxey. I think he's going to be the future of it. Obviously, they got plenty of time left with Joel Embiid. That ship's not slowing down anytime soon. I don't know if James Harden is going to be a long-term play for the 76ers. So they need to make sure that they build around those key components. And I think Bane and Embiid play so well together. One audible mention I'm going to throw out there. I will give Bones, his name is like Bones Holland, I believe, right?
Yeah.
That dude is a beast. He is he's playing solid for the Nuggets. Now, granted, the Nuggets are just like a broken team at the moment, but Bones, man, that guy, I think he's going to have a little future. I don't know what his ceiling could be, but that's like a wild card. If you want to take a shot on somebody, Bones is probably super cheap right now.
Did you pull or did I pull his auto? Or did we each pull one?
I think we both pulled one. I pulled an RPA Bones. I pulled out of Origins. I pulled the Bones Blue Auto. I will say I did sell my Bones cards because I'm just saying I think Bones is it, but I mean he's hot right now. I want to add some other cards to the PC. I will say this: everybody that's here right now, I was in a break yesterday, and I did pull an epic gold Prism auto from Yale's breaks, and that was the Desmond Bain gold Prism gold auto. I just paid for it to get overnighted, so I should have it here tomorrow. I'm sending off the PSA before the weekend. Fantastic card, I'm telling you. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Don't underestimate
that I pulled one recently. Okay.
Don't underestimate the supply chains issue. It's terrible. Blowing up bridges. What? Oh, blowing up budgets. I'm like, what bridges? I can't even read.
Yep, supply chain's gonna be.
Not sure what would happen with Marvel. Who you responded to?
Oh, someone was asking about like how these delays are going to affect Marvel. I'm not sure.
Yeah, their upper deck, they probably have their own unique printing. It's already affected them a little bit because Marvel Metal Spider-Man was delayed, but it wasn't delayed because of process of printing. It was delayed because they wanted to change up the artwork. Is what we were told. How
so
true
you might
that
want
is.
to tune into that. Well, he got it from the Marvel podcast.
Yeah.
Yep. So. Yeah, and I don't mind. That delay is nice. If they really do return to the original PMGs,
they're gonna look amazing.
Yep, I'm excited about that.
Solid. It would be nice. It would be nice if Panini would just give us some directions. Hey, they're not going to. They lost the license. They're salty.
So Josh W wants to know who's going to win the series: Timberwolves or Grizzlies.
I got my money on the Timberwolves. I called it from the beginning.
I think the Grizzlies are good. It's not good enough to go too far yet. I think they're just missing some key components, and once those are in place, I think they'll have a nice championship running team. But for now,
yeah, I see a couple people asking about WWE Prism. Unfortunately, I think there was a massive hype around it, and it's crashing pretty hard right now. The prices of boxes were like $1,200, and I think they're now is like $750. Don't be surprised if that box doesn't drop even lower than that. It's shitty too because WWE only has the license for a couple years. I think 2 years max. They might do one more print run of Prism, but if they don't, this could be the only time Prism is there. And Prism itself is such a fantastic flagship product. The cards look great. It's just the WWE community, the wrestling community was super offended by the price, as they should be. And no one decided to support it. So the only people that were really ripping it were breakers. But yeah, it stinks.
It was kind of tough too, because like they had just like several months ago just let go of like a whole bunch of different wrestlers, and they just suddenly just dropped them all, and I was just like, oh my gosh. And then now you're coming out with a product, so it's just kind of like
yeah. Oh, this is a great question because a lot of people get this stuff confused. Does Panini fluctuate the prices at the release, or all the fluctuation in the aftermarket? That is a fantastic question. So Panini sells their product. So they have like a Panini Direct, and then they sell their product to distributors that help distribute that product across the country, the world, etc. Panini doesn't, yes, Panini does have the ability to change their prices, but typically once they send prices to distributor or boxes to the distributors, they're the ones that are controlling the pricing. They're the ones that are controlling the reorder and so forth. Because at that point, when Panini prints a product, they only send out product again if they reprint the product, right? And a lot of times when they send all product out, that's it. And the distributors have the ability to control how much they're actually going to give. That's called allocation to an actual business, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of corruption. Well, corruption there. In the side of distributors.
So Drew, if you want to speak onto that piece of like how they control the price and what you've seen, because I've seen it fluctuate a lot.
Yeah, and then it all comes down to, with these distributors, and we see it a lot with the card shops that we deal with. They're forced to buy products that they know don't sell. Like
Yeah.
they got to buy a whole bunch of these garbage pail kids, these sticker books, these this and that, and it's just terrible product in order to get even a glimmer of hope to get some of the newer products. And you have to buy, and they base it on a lot of reorders. So your initial cost, let's say a box is like $200, that doesn't help you get your allocations up. You have to reorder the product, and those reorder prices could be like $500, $700. And that's why a lot of card shops have this problem. And you talked about it last time too, is basically the distributors are strong arming these small mom and pop shops. In order to buy these products, you have to buy the reorder price, which could be 5 times more than what you originally paid for. And then they have to pass those costs on to the consumers, and the consumer wonders why one time they bought a box for $500 and now it's $1,200. And it's like, oh man, these card shops are killing them. Yeah,
they blame Panini, but in reality, and it's not to point the fingers at the distributors, but in reality, they control the market hobby so much that they take a chunk of that of the issues for pricing on their shoulders, 100%. To keep things rolling, there's another question I'm going to bring up because it's an interesting one. This individual asked, why do you guys only talk about ultra modern product? Couple things. One, we originally started as a breaking channel. So when you're breaking, a lot of the times, believe it or not, the ultra modern stuff is cheaper than a lot of the vintage stuff. Now you could do like 90s basketball and so forth, but Andrew just made a face, but in reality, we're not opening up 86 Flair. We're not opening up hobby boxes, LeBron James rookie year. We always open up the modern product, is because one, it's easier to get, and typically it is cheaper unless you're talking about 90s junk wax that no one buys or opens up anyway.
Yeah. You don't want us to see us open up like a 99 box of some set that's like, only like $200. I mean, you guys want us to see us like you want us to chase the LeBron rookies, the Michael Jordan rookies, the Kobe rookies and things like that. But that product is obviously priced way out, because obviously, like we don't have a time machine to go back and buy them when they were only like,
Right. If you want, I mean, we do grab vintage cards. We show them in the vlogs if we're out and about at shows and so forth. I've seen Andrew pick up a couple vintage cards. I mean, I got a couple cards, but nothing crazy. But we just focus on ultra modern because it's about what's current in the hobby.
Yep.
So there's that.
Well, Down South Card Club asks, is it true that Fanatics is going to get rid of the, I guess, distributors? And I would say probably not. But there might be things in place to help, reduce some of these like gouging and things like that. But I don't think you can really get rid of the distributors, because the distributors do help reach a lot more than they could probably do on their own.
Yeah, 100%. It's the whole Fanatics piece is just so unique. You can only go off of assumptions, and you can only go off of what they said publicly, and what they said publicly.
Years away from it, so
yeah, and what they said publicly is the same answer, just said a different way. It leads to the same exact thing, that they haven't really said much at all.
Nope.
Uh-oh. Joe B.
Jin, I do find you complain a lot about your boxes. I've seen a ton of rips. Every box is not fire, of course. But when we do a YouTube channel, we do want to make sure that we do pull a lot of fire for you guys, because I know you guys enjoy seeing us. There's like half of you who enjoy us pulling fire, and then the other half who likes to watch us lose our asses on the products we open. So I mean, either way, it works for everybody.
At least we keep it real and honest. We're not gonna. There has been multiple times that I flat out have not posted a video because it was a absolute terrible break. But 9 times out of 10, we are posting everything that we actually opened. Hey, there's a $2 super chat. Thoughts on upcoming Donruss UFC? I think it could be cool. I personally, I'd rather have an optic UFC.
Yeah, I might check it out depending on like how the checklist looks and
Yeah,
the design of the cards, depending on what it is. But I mean, sounds interesting.
now everybody's saying stupid shit. Hey, I love Gen 2. I love Gen 2.
It's all good, Joe. Shit,
Yeah.
I'm not.
We're not
It's a
sensitive.
legitimate question. You can say, yeah, I'm not overly sensitive about it.
Yeah, you guys don't get to see some of the stuff we see. Do some of your terrible boxes actually hurt you internally? Not really.
Yeah, I do cry. I cry into my pillow every night when I open a bad box.
Yeah, look, we completely understand what we're doing is probably
The worst
stupidest
idea
thing
ever.
in the world. Like, we completely get that. We have to do our taxes at the end of every year. We see how much money we spend on stupid stuff. But at the end of the day, we're doing it because we're going to do this stuff on or off a video. So we're going to open up product. It's something that we enjoy. It's something that we want to share. And that's is what it is. We get a bad box. We get a bad box. A lot of times we're trying to create entertainment. So a lot of times when we're arguing with each other or yelling at a box or doing something stupid, it's more of trying to be, entertain you all and not be so dull.
Yeah, and we're kind of, and Parabellum Gaming says the same thing. It's like basically, we want to open the product so that you guys can get a true idea of what's in the product before you guys go out and spend the thousands of dollars to buy that product and see whether it's in your eyes worth something that you want to spend your money on, or if you want to spend your money somewhere else.
Big Daddy Dave's Collectibles asked us about the cut Pokemon card from the recent PSA video.
Yeah, I still have to reach out to PSA. I haven't had time to do that, but we will see what they say. I'll keep you guys informed, of course.
Also, not affiliate jerseys. So are you talking about like the non-image jerseys? I can't stand like the the players without the logos and stuff on them. Are you talking about that? I cannot stand any of that.
Garrett Smith asked us about our YouTube income, and no, it does not nearly come close to subsidizing nearly the amount of product we spend at the moment. Eventually, we want to get to that point where it does cover, but it only covers a small fraction. Everything else is literally out of our pockets.
You can literally go to a video, say like anytime I open up Prism Basketball like an idiot, and I open up a box, it's $2,000. We make
that's your half of that's your half of that month's the previous month's earnings. So
we maybe make $4,000 a video or a month, and one video is half what we make in a month, and we're doing at least 4 or 5 videos a week. Now, to be fair, the reason why we're starting to stream more is because you guys kept saying that we're part of the problem with the pricing. And we decided to take somewhat of a stand and talk about the issues in the hobby and have this Q&A, this live Q&A to switch things up and actually talk, get your guys' opinion on things, talk about, thoughts that we have going forward and what we're doing from our end. And that's why we always say, hey, this is what we're doing, and you can do whatever you want with your money. We're not here to be financial experts or anything like that, but we're also here to make sure that we participate in the hobby and communicate and try to make a stand. So maybe if we can get some of these execs on a meeting or a Zoom or something and talk about the hobby and where they're at, we will. But yeah, that's another reason why we decided to do this.
Yep, I know you were talking about trying to be a voice of change and hopefully bring awareness and things like that to the community. So we want to start using our platform as big or as small as people may see it to kind of voice the frustrations of the people, and hopefully we can reach a wider audience or bring some of these people from these companies on and kind of discuss things and help get their perspective out to the people in the community to give them a little bit of understanding. Because at this point, it's all like kind of speculation and kind of like what people say, and we don't have these companies giving us clear answers into what's going on. So if we can use our platform in some way to bring that voice to you guys, we definitely want to do that. So that's the reason why Juice kind of said, hey, let's really get this podcast thing going, and we'll have a lot of guests here on. I'll tell you what, I did not look at how much I spent, but I think I can roughly guess.
I did. I 100% did, and it's disgusting.
It is disgusting.
All right. You don't have to say yours, but anybody want to take a guess at what I did? I'll let you guys take a guess in the comments. I'll tell you what, take a guess of what I spent at one card shop.
Ooh, one card shop.
One card shop. Chase, that's way too much money. Ooh, Jacob with the 54. Someone with the 280K.
450.
So at one card shop last year, I spent $62,000 at one card shop last year.
Throughout the whole year? Or
throughout the whole year. Just one. Oh. Just one. That's not the other three that we go to.
Yeah.
Out of my own pocket.
Whew.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think if I had to guess, I'm probably in a year probably spent about 6 figures.
Oh, I know I spent 6 figures. Yeah.
Yeah. At least easily.
At least.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's how much we do.
And for a year's income on YouTube, I think last year it said that we made 42,000.
So not even 10% of probably what we spent combined.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go, guys. A little peek into how much it costs to run a channel like ours of opening just straight product.
Which it's not truly healthy all the time.
No, not at all.
But at the same time, too, getting back to, hey, we want to be a change. We were just doing it to have fun, and at the end of the day, in order for the hobby to have ambassadors in the hobby or be ambassadors in the hobby, we also have to stand with the hobby. Mm-hmm. Someone to ask, what's your return on investments, dude?
Not nearly as much as you spent.
What is that?
I think our ROI is still minus.
I don't think we'll be positive for quite some time.
Quite some time, yeah. But I mean, it's we have fun opening product. Like you said, we would have done it on camera, off camera, either way. Maybe not at the frequency if we weren't off camera, but probably
it'd probably be a little bit slower,
a little bit less, yeah. But and you guys enjoy it, so shit, we can bring you enjoyment. Why not?
What's your biggest individual sales from singles you guys pulled in 2021? What was my biggest card I sold last year? Oh.
I think my biggest sale was in the previous year, 2020. Right? That was that flawless.
Are you talking about your Steph Curry?
Yeah, I think that would probably be my biggest sale.
That was 2021.
Was it?
Mm-hmm. Very beginning of 2021. Very beginning.
Maybe. Okay. Well, then
it was right after COVID.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Championship tag. Curry from Flawless was probably my biggest sale.
Yeah. My biggest sale. Not group sale. I won't say the group sale because our group sale was pretty big. That wasn't a sports card. That was TCG. My biggest individual sale is probably from a sports perspective because, again, I had like a $12,000 Pokemon sale. Um, probably the gold Sean O'Malley,
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah.
my biggest individual, but I had like multiple of those. Let's see here.
Who's the more risk taker, gin or juice? I would probably say juice.
It's closer than you guys think. I'm more loud about it. Andrew's more quiet about it.
No. I think Juice is the bigger risk taker. As you can tell, he opens a lot of Prism and Donruss, so he is the biggest. He is the bigger risk taker than I.
All right, chat. I'm not going to tell you the whole story, but I just made a trade, and I'll just tell you what the part of the trade was, or what I'm going to name the YouTube video because we're going to film it. But I traded a $22,000 Rolex watch for sports and Pokemon cards.
There you go. He did it again, folks. This is his second time he's traded a Rolex for a product or cards, or so
it's going to be interesting.
Joe, yeah, we'll do more hockey openings if we can find the right hockey products to open.
I haven't sold the Justin Herbert yet, but I will.
But there's a story behind that too, so it'll be coming up with the recent story. So yes, we do. When we're in Vegas, we do drink a lot.
Oh, dude, I get sloshed. All right, hold on. What's this say? What would be the biggest break event in 2022? And who do you think would put it on like flawlessly? I think it just happened with the whole Drake thing.
Yeah, the whole Drake thing is probably going to be the biggest.
It's hard to top that. It's hard to top that. Can I get all your base cards for my kids? I'll be very transparent with you, Cat Dog. I either donate a lot of my base cards to kids already, especially when we're in card shops and stuff like that. So a lot of stuff you see is already claimed for. Most of the time, but if I do ever get anything extra, I can let the community know, and it'll become first come, first serve type of thing.
So probably that Platinum Portraits Wolverine, I think, is what Brian D'Angelo's talking about. I don't know. I think it's still like a couple grand card. I still have it. So probably not going to let it go. It's pretty difficult to get. And then Alex Ramsey asks, worst investment of a player PC? Right now, I'd probably say my boy Pkwy, since he got demoted to the G League. But I'm having high hopes he comes back, and he has an illustrious career. But for now, I think his cards haven't done me any favors.
My investment in this one individual is a good investment, but also bad investment. It's also my worst investment. It's my Jalen Hurts collection. Jalen Hurts, for some reason, his stuff dropped about 50%, but now he's a buy again. I haven't sold any of my Jalen Hurts stuff, but the amount that they were valued at before was almost doubled. My Jalen Hurts collection that I have, value-wise, is nearly cut in half. Has been my worst, but there's huge upside in them still. So I'm on the bottom part of the roller coaster ride, but I think it's going to go back up. Ooh, $5 super chat. How many Panini 1-on-1s are y'all going to rip? Thought they came out in 15 hours. Oh, that's
not Panini 1 from football. It'll just be one card.
Yeah, and hopefully some. There's it's one of Jin's favorite products. I like Panini 1, but I like 1-on-1 better because I love basketball. But I definitely think you're going to see us rip some of those.
As long as they're not like freaking like $1,800, $2,000 a box. I think they're like 600.
Yeah, 600 to 700.
So that seems reasonable, but
watch for Panini tomorrow. They might drop. I might try to pick up some then.
Yeah.
So. There's been a ton of questions. Let me scroll back up a little bit.
Whoa. We can't have that kind of language. I don't like the Eagles, but we can't say Eagles suck in here. Only I can say that.
Oh, it's funny. Let's see.
Yeah, 700.
So did you change your Rolex to Dude Luck? I did. Mm-hmm. Dude Luck is the only one I know that takes stupid deals like that. Cards are much more exciting than coins, fan art, and a bargain in many instances. Yeah, 100%. Oh, there's that platinum portion. I'm getting caught up now. Worst investment PC. Yep. Juice seems more of an impulsive buyer than Jin. 100% correct.
That is 100% correct.
That's why Jin and I get along so well, is because we're vastly two different people. But I wouldn't have it any other way.
But sometimes being too non-impulsive, like Juices, kind of gets you to miss out on things. So he's had a lot of great pulls recently on boxes that I may have just normally wouldn't have picked up and passed on, just because I've seen how like the break yesterday. I wouldn't have joined it because I know Prism is a difficult product to rip, but you joined it and you got a gold card.
All right, so this is what happened. So in that break, we're coming back from the gym because I went to go do cardio, and I was driving. Kat had my phone. I was like, listen to Yale, whatever he says, just talk. And she was panicking. She's like, what do I pick? Because he's asking me to pick teams. I'm like, who do you think? What's left? And she gave the list. She's like, I really want the Grizzlies. I'm like, all right, pick the Grizzlies. F it. So she picked the Grizzlies, and boy, I also got I got the Desmond Bain gold auto, and I got a cracked ice blue Xavier Tillman.
Ooh,
that was pretty dope.
There you go.
Why is your next video going to be? Oh, is it supposed to be? What is your next video going to be about? I'm opening up a contenders box from trade night basketball. You guys have big hearts. Hey, man, we try. We really do try. We don't. Look, there's a lot of people, and I'm not knocking the people that do this. But there are some people that like videotape themselves giving stuff to kids or giving out free stuff. Personally, not a huge fan of that. I like to think, believe in karma. We do give out stuff, but I'm not going to call attention to it because I want that little kid just to have fun. If I buy a sports box for that kid, or if I give stuff out, I just want to, be with them. They don't ask to be on camera. They just are receiving a product or cards or something, and they're just happy. That's what it's about for me.
You had that great. Well, I don't know. Should I put you on the spot about that story? I mean, we just talked about it. I mean, it was that work related thing, with the kid. So it was pretty cool to hear. I mean, he was like, hey, I picked this kid because he likes sports cards and stuff. And
so long story short, I'll tell you guys this. Long story short, what I do for work, I had an opportunity.
Humble brag, guys.
I'm only saying this because you brought it up. Yeah. But there was we had the opportunity to drive be a driver for kids and drive them to like a fun day. They had this whole fun day plan. These are kids, unfortunately, that are sick, like cancer and stuff like that. So you get to read the bios of the kids, and I was like, oh, can I really be the driver for this guy? Because he said he loves sports, loved basketball, football, and everything else. So I was able to get it, and I went to the card shop and just took like $1,000 and got him a bunch of cards to open up. So as I'm driving, his family's there. He was supposed to sit in the back. He's like, I want the front seat. I'm like, all right, buddy. So he gets up in the front with me, and we're driving, like we get to pick Audis and stuff like that. So we're driving this cool Audi, and I like give him all the cards, and he just sat there, open up the cards. He didn't want to go to the event. He just wanted to keep opening up cards. He was just so happy. It's such a cool experience, man.
It was called. It's not. You said it was rally.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we'll just keep it low key, but it was fun.
So yeah. So that's the kind of guy Juice is. He spreads the positivity out there always, and not just when we're at sports card events or anything like that. I mean, like that perfect worked opportunity, and he just took it and he ran with it. So kudos, sir. Kudos.
Well, I appreciate it, man. Just wish more people were like that, man. More people were like that. But let's get back to these awesome questions. Jason is the rookie card PSA or Becca. Ooh, someone's talking about cards. Ooh, someone asked. Here we go. I like this question. Let's get into the details.
Ooh.
Hold on. Let me pull it up. Bam. Top 5 card bucket list.
Ooh. Oh, wow. Spanning across everything?
Yeah, why not? Let's
Okay.
keep at least sports or Pokemon.
Okay. Okay, so because a good friend of mine gave me a book on this, and some of our local card shops we deal with does a lot of vintage stuff, so I would have to say probably like a 52 Mantle as one of my cards that I'd love to have. Probably, obviously a first edition Charizard.
All right, so you gave two.
Yeah.
Let me give two, and then you give another two, and I'll do two, and you
Okay.
do one
Okay.
more.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you said Charizard because one of mine is a first edition PSA 10 Charizard. I don't care how much they're worth. I just want one because that was the card when I was growing up.
Yeah.
Next for me, I really want a gold or the 101 would be great, but that's going to be so much money. But I want a gold LeBron James tribute dunk as a modern card.
Ooh.
I think that card is just so amazing. He's in the Lakers jersey doing the tribute dunk of Kobe Bryant in that gold border on a Lakers card. I hate the Lakers, but that card is one of the best looking modern day cards of all time. So 2 of the 5 are those two.
I definitely would like to have a nice Kobe card from his rookie year. Definitely, not sure specifically what set might be out there or what it would be, but definitely a nice Kobe to be in my collection, I think. And then, obviously I'm not big in baseball, but if I had to say, I would probably try to find a nice, Hank Aaron card, just because, we live in Atlanta. He means a lot to, he's like a big part of the history of baseball and things like that. So definitely having him, I think in your collection would do a nice top 5.
Well, save your last one after my two. So the next card for me would be a should I go with the rookie? It's just Sentimental. I really want to get. It's a unique card. It's a card that's basically you're going to have to get autographed. But I really want a Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card. Now, depending on the set, it's going to be tough to choose the set. But probably the one from the Topps mini set. I forgot. I used to have the boxes behind me. The one that I always went after.
Yeah.
From the short series, the trade series set, autograph PSA 10. I think that'd be dope. Probably another card would have to be a LeBron RPA. I know I have 2 LeBron cards on my top 5, but the LeBron RPA from Exquisite is just. Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, this is a tough one. The last one. Ooh, it's gonna be a tough toss-up, and I think a lot of people are gonna have some question marks if I say who the 2 I'm debating between. But it would have to be I've seen a lot of talks about it, but an Exquisite Jordan Auto RPA maybe versus maybe like an Ichiro rookie PSA 10.
Oh, go with it.
So I'm leaning. It's a tough one. I do like Jordans, but I'm probably just a tad bit towards the Ichiro. So a nice PSA 10 Ichiro from his early days would definitely round out my top 5.
Okay. Not a bad top 5, my friend. Not a bad top 5. My last card that I'm going to pick for my top 5. I'm debating between a TCG card and a sports card.
Ooh.
I think the first edition PSA 10 Lugia is up there for me. I still love Pokemon. I think it's a fantastic card. And then y'all are going to hate me, but it's what I've been collecting and I absolutely love it. But I want a really good RPA of LaMelo Ball. I know I pulled one, but man, I think LaMelo Ball is the future of the NBA. I think he's going to get traded or signed somewhere else. There's no way the Hornets keep him long term. I'm telling you all, LaMelo Ball is still the future. I don't care what anybody says.
Autograph logo man 101, right?
Anything with 25 or less on it, I'm good.
Ooh.
Let's see. But thanks for the question. That was a really good one. It was a really good one. A lot of comments. We're just catching up now.
Ooh.
We're just catching up now.
South Card Club lived in Snellville, Georgia.
Yo, Snellville. That's actually not too far away from us.
Yep.
What do you guys do for a living? I'm in marketing and Andrew's in operations. It's the easiest way to say that. I know it's not very detailed, but it is what it is. It's enough. Let's see. I won one of your giveaways on the Discord. Oh, the fitness. My son loves those signed cards you sent. Joe, man, that's awesome. That is so awesome. It's a bucket list. Go ham. Michael Jordan patch. He patch auto from Upper Deck. That would be legit. That would be legit. Would you rather break with Steve Aoki or King Pokemon? Steve Aoki. No offense to Gary, but Steve Aoki. That dude's a trip, and then throw cake at the end. Right,
oh, yeah. You should get hit by cake.
What's good? Gin and Juice. What up, everybody?
The difference between BCCG and BCG? I think BCCG was like, what was that? The Beckett.
I have no idea. I know it's. You're talking about the white labels. It's like
yeah. They used to be
Beckett.
like I forget how the history on that one ran.
Sorry, I just joined, but what's currently delayed from Panini? Ah, man, take a
lot of products.
Take a pick.
And then they're about to drop a whole bunch of stuff on the 11th. So,
this person said Jordan Poole might be the future for the Bay. I don't think so. I think he signs with a different team. I don't think he comes back to Golden State. I don't know if he might be a restricted free agent this year. I just don't think they can afford him with everybody else. LaMelo to the Suns. I don't think that ever happened.
Tom wants to know, is Jamar Chase the real deal? Because he's got a rookie spectra number to 50 rookie. Keep it or sell it. I say keep it.
All I'm saying is what I notice in football, nothing holds its value more than quarterbacks. Good long-term quarterbacks. Wide receivers and running back cards are very hit or miss. Just keep that in mind. Jamar Chase, do we think he's legit? Absolutely. Do you think he's a real deal? You damn right. But does that translate to his card value skyrocketing? Because Hopkins is great. Adams. I mean, come on. There's so many other wide receivers out there that card value is just not doing anything. Look at JT. Jonathan Taylor is a running back. His card value is not really there either for how much as it should be compared to quarterbacks.
Yeah, no, we're not going to get into NFTs.
Yeah, no.
Ooh, Maxi Auto. Hold or sell. Definite hold for me.
Oh, yeah. Maxi's my boy.
Yeah.
Can't believe Juice tried the old gum from the classic Pokemon packs. We both did.
Oh, yeah.
Juice. That was
a lot better than the 86 Fleer gum. So, yeah. So Japanese gum from 30 years ago, a lot better than American gum from 30 years ago.
Facts. Big time facts. Next time you're in Louisville, I don't know. Soon though. We talked about it soon. What do you guys think of Javonte Williams RPAs? There's some upside. I mean, he's got Russell. There's always that.
If you're gonna sell any sports cards, just remember, sell it closer towards the start of the season. Now, off season is not a good time to sell for sure.
Here we go. Last week you said the Philly was going to sweep the Raptors, which I thought they were. You think they'll push a game 7? No. If they do, the 76ers deserve to lose. It's embarrassing. Embarrassing. Do you think Michael Jordan will let LaMelo go? Yeah. Michael Jordan's let everybody go. Michael Jordan has been one of the worst owners ever in the NBA.
You heard it here first, folks.
But thanks, Christina. Back at Collectors Club. Oh, that's what it is. Okay, there you go.
Yes, I will see. Asked, do you collect Pokemon error cards like misprints and miscuts? Not so much like the misprints. Well, maybe not so much the miscuts, but I do have that one, Pokemon Dragonite with the inverted stamp.
Ooh.
So that's definitely, if I find something interesting in error that's interesting like that, I definitely will be interested in getting it or not.
This card right here, I have a Jalen Hurts DACA Zebra Concourse PSA 10 Pop 1, which is a good price you think at. So I would find out raw and then simple. A lot of people do in the hobby, it's pretty well known, is just 3 to 3.5% or 3 and 3.5 times what the raw was sold for PSA 10.
But remember to sell like closer to the start of the season.
Yeah, you don't want to sell big time football cards during the off season.
Yeah.
Sold a Jamar Chase 105 last year. Really should have held for another year. Ooh, yeah, for sure.
But that's the hard part of sports card collecting, right? You think you're gonna sell it and it's gonna be the best.
Kevin Lopez, thank you so much for bringing this up, dude. I'm so happy you did, because this is one of the things I forgot to write down on the notes that I sent to Drew earlier. I am so close to giving up on Jordan Love, and it's not because of Jordan Love. It's because of the situation. Yeah, it's the situation that he's in. That team, imagine if they keep everybody and not sign Aaron Rodgers, and Love comes into that team. Arguably the best wide receiver, fantastic running back, ton of talent around him. I think Jordan Love would have been a huge keep still and a huge buy. But now with everybody leaving, they give all this money to Rodgers. That team's going to be depleted. I don't think Jordan Love stays there a long time. I think he goes somewhere else. But it's getting to a point, it's teetering. Do you hold? Do you get rid of? I'm thinking about selling all my Jordan Love stuff. I think at the times might be enough, and I might move on to someone else to potentially collect and hold. But I could be wrong.
I might see how the upcoming season goes.
But he won't play.
I know. I mean, not in terms of like him playing, but just like what is the feel and the dynamic overall for the team. And if I don't think that the team is gonna be something that's gonna be, if they're not gonna make the right moves and have key players and stuff like that and think about their future, it's unfortunate. But Jordan Love's got to go.
Well, here's the thing: Aaron Rodgers' contract. I think he signed
3 years.
Let's see. He signed a 3-year, $150 million deal. So for the next 3 seasons, we're not going to get Jordan Love playing if he stays healthy.
Unless
Sure.
barring injury or early retirement. I don't know if that's something that's possible, but barring any major injury that puts him out for the season or for long term, obviously Jordan Love will not get time to play, but
3 years is a
long time.
Yeah,
it is.
Would you be interested in buying my Trey Lance Honeycomb PSA 10? Break time. I personally wouldn't be. I don't know about Drew. He just did the little I don't know.
Oh, I thought you might have been interested just because it's honeycomb.
No, I like pulling honeycombs. I don't know about buying honeycombs. They're a great card to buy, but it's just
Monster Zero. I will hold you to that. He said he'll call Michael Jordan right now and tell him you said he's the worst owner today. Just kidding.
When is a good time to sell graded Pokemon cards? Ooh. Depends on the card.
Yeah.
Depends on the market. Pokemon is like this all the time. It's tough. It's tough to say. Pulled a Mac Jones out of 5 from in case today. Yo, congrats, man.
I think I saw Jamar Chase from there in case card being pulled. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Let's see. Ooh, it was a 9.5. 9.5.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think USFL or upcoming XFL will have cards? I do not. Maybe XFL might because of The Rock and if they can make it big time. the USFL is interesting. I don't know if anybody watched any of those games, but very unique, especially when they switched to the GoPro helmet view. It was kind of strange.
Yeah, I just prefer the lingerie bowl every year, but yeah.
Jesus.
It's just, as long as they'll turn those into cards, I'll go ham.
I'll scratch
relic pieces. Can you imagine lingerie bowl relic pieces?
Oh my goodness. Can't cover your ears. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, if Topps can do basketball again, I would love to see a Topps Chrome product for sure.
I think they're coming out with university like they did with football.
Yeah, but I want to see more of the mainstream. That would definitely be.
B says, keep up the great content, guys. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Are you guys planning on coming to any cards in the Northeast, our card shows in the Northeast? I would love to.
Hit us up. Let us know.
We talked about going to a lot of card shows and planning out a lot, but 2022 has been insane for us both. But we're going to try. We're going to be in Dallas card, or not the Dallas card show, but Collecticon the weekend after with Collector. Mind you, everybody in here, all right? Collector has now officially added basketball and other sports are coming, right, Drew?
Right. We're working out some of the kinks. We're in the final stages where we can import mass amount of the sports card stuff. So be prepared.
Basketball is there, though. Yeah, modern basketball for some. It's not a ton, but highly recommend you download the app. Start adding your cards today. Other TCGs and stuff are there. Mm-hmm. Trust me, it'll be worth it. It's all free. Remember that. Free. Green Bay's a mess, 100%.
Yep.
Was talking, saying J Love going to Atlanta. Ooh, J Love going to Washington. Just a random thought. I don't know about all that.
Just anywhere else other than Green Bay, because his potential is being wasted there, I think.
There we go. I'm just going to leave this here for everybody because it's facts. Well, I mean, keep going down the list here. Thoughts on UFC Prism? I think UFC Prism is super underrated. I think it's a fantastic product. Fantastic product.
It's definitely a product we like to open and keep our eyes on for sure. So looking forward to more UFC products. I can't wait till like UFC Flawless comes out. They did have the Impeccable UFC, right? Or was it?
Was it Impeccable? Yeah.
I think it was Impeccable. Yeah. So I really do hope that they go down that route with UFC for sure.
So what's your guys' hot not right now? We kind of talked about the players that we're investing from a basketball perspective already, or the least are underlooked, and you should take a look at them. The Maxis of the world, Desmond Baines, Jordan Pools. If you're not on those trains yet, highly recommend. Some of the not right now, KD for some reason is somebody's that prices are just continue to drop. I don't know if they're ever going to go up, but for how good Kevin Durant is as an NBA player, his stuff is not doing well at all. Obviously, he got swept, but even before the playoffs started, his stuff was never taking off like, say, the LeBrons of the world and say a lot of the modern day individuals, which is kind of strange. As a not list, continuation, I try not to. I mean, I guess I know what not to invest, but it'd be more of a situation like anytime something comes up with should we invest this card or not, or should we pick up this card or not? It's going to be all about timing because everybody's different. And by everybody's different, I mean the players are different, right? The players are in unique situations and so forth. So you got to know the market at the time for that individual. Let's see. Gin and Juice, what's the price now to get a card graded by PSA or Beckett? Changes all the time. PSA's,
I think PSA is what,
$100 for a month, I think, and then $150 for 2 weeks or whatever it is.
I don't know if they. Yeah. The regular is $100, and then the $50 only open to people who have memberships, and then also you have to get into like I think it's like a queue at a certain time during the week, and then you kind of get allotted a number of slots for submission. So right now, the cheapest through somebody is going to be like $50.
How's Herbert solely owned by Juice now? Well, you'll find out.
Story coming soon.
You'll find out.
Can't spoil it here.
KD lowballs on his burners, causing his cards to tank. I don't think he does. Yeah, his burners. He still doesn't do that. Do you think vintage Pokemon has hit its ceiling price wise? No, it has. See, the thing is with vintage Pokemon, and that's a whole other topic, but just to real quick on that vintage Pokemon piece, it's all depending on the market and the people that are surrounding it. There's going to be always cards that are going to stay kind of where they're at, but there's still plenty of cards out there with extremely low pops that have plenty of room, plenty of meat on the bone to actually grow. It's so hard, man. It's so hard.
I think we're just, you got to see the normal growth. Like every year you got to see a small percentage increase, 2-3% increase is normal. But then obviously the Logan Pauls and the Steve Aokis can generate that little pop of like a 10-20% increase, but everything will correct itself and come back down to normal market prices. And I think that's what's happened with Pokemon. I think it'll happen with sports. It's happening with Marvel. You know, the bubbles popped. It's not really a popping, or it's more of a correction. Everything has a correction. Stocks do it all the time. No one calls it a bubble. So I think everything eventually finds the price it's supposed to be at. So
at some point.
Yep. But at the end of the day, it's all gonna grow. There's only way it can go is go up.
I'll let you take this one.
Are either of you Naruto fans? Yes, I am a Naruto fan. I do watch a lot of anime, so
you're already adding some of the Naruto stuff to your nice little SUV that you got, baby.
Yeah. So, but yeah, a lot of those cards are great. I'd love to see it, but it's tough to secure and find for sure.
What the hell does this mean? Mommy's Milk Mafia in the house. Woo-woo.
Mommy milkers, maybe?
I don't know.
Mommy milkies?
I have no idea. The Herbert craze. I don't think Herbert's a craze. I think he's a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. I said it here first.
Yeah, I agree.
He's
Him, Burrow.
I think Joey's good. Joey just needs to get some protection.
He does.
That offensive line is straight dog water. Thoughts on Dragon Ball Z cards? I think Dragon Ball Z cards are phenomenal.
Hard to get for sure.
Yeah, I'm pissed off that I missed out. Unlike you got in the right time. I missed out.
Well, I mean, yeah. I just have one box.
Is Waddle PC safe for the future? I personally do not invest in wide receivers. Now, that does not mean that you shouldn't or whatnot, but it's tough, man. It's tough. I think Waddle's a good player. I think he's going to do really well in the NFL. To invest in him, I don't know if it's going to be safe. I don't think any investment should be classified as safe.
Brazil guys ask opinions on why Schwartz or Dragon Ball Super cards. It's tough because you don't know which set, especially when it comes to white shorts, which sets are going to go crazy.
Yeah.
But obviously it can be good investments or it cannot be. It's tough to say. Those are really tough.
Weiss is really only the signature cards are where it's at. Those are super hard to chase.
Or even those serialized ones from the time I got reincarnated as a slime, series 2, things like that. So
someone said Marvel is up there with Pokemon. What does that mean? So I don't think Marvel is even close to the ceiling yet.
And then people are saying that Mommy's Milk references for Backyard Breaks reference.
Oh, those guys that ruined a perfectly good marketing opportunity and flushed it down the drain.
Yep. If you ever want to know how to implode your own brand or company, follow that example right there.
I mean, good for them though. They bounce back a little bit, and at the end of the day, they do mean well. But damn, man, you could have went viral for all the right reasons.
Yep.
Pulling a card that is literally that you said was going to be free. That box was free for that person, like as a giveaway. Then you pull that card If you would have just given the card without any hassle, oh my God, the media would have fucking ate you alive. You would have sold out at every single break. Oh my God. They thought about the short term too fast. Those are opportunities right there, my friends. How do you think the Cowboys would do next season? Well, the Cowboys are going to implode and shit the bed and finish dead last, and the team's going to break up, and CeeDee Lamb's going to get caught picking his nose. I don't know. They're not going to do good.
Jacob, you're going to have to send me some information on that. As a One Piece fan, I definitely am interested if they have a card game later.
Remember, it's the real was talking to a Super Bowl champ lineman. He said he's the best. He is the best QB he's ever seen, and he played with Peyton Manning. Ooh. Who has any Scott Hall? Wait a minute. What is Trey Lance worth investing? I think Trey Lance is a better investment than Justin Fields, and I'm only saying this because Trey Lance is on a team with weapons. They got a defense. He's going to have opportunity to shine. I don't think the Bears have jack crap, in my opinion. It's going to be on Tua. He has weapons. I don't know about Tua. That's why
it's going to be tough. Yeah. But who knows? Maybe he'll surprise us all with all those weapons. I think Jason Tatum is a good investment.
Oh, someone's asked me this question. How do you feel about the Sun series?
Suns in 4?
Very disappointed in the Phoenix Suns. I'll just say that.
Ooh.
What's y'all Instagram's names? I mean, I'm at Lootbox. He's at Gin Collects.
Yep.
It's listed in every video. Find one of us. You'll find us both.
The link is still as updated as Pokemon 85.
Where?
With the one that we're in now. This video.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. I see it.
Oh.
Gin Collects. Gin Collects.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. We need some vroom vroom F1. Come on, give me some F1 product to open.
Click the other button. Click the other button.
Okay, so like you said, if you can get it, try to get the
there you go.
Nice. The Marvel Spider-Man that's coming up. I would say that's a good one to get if you can.
Oh, Marvel Spider-Man is going to be huge.
And just to let y'all know, what they do is they print their whole allocation. Half of it goes to actual physical cards, and then the other half goes to what they call the e-pack. And so you definitely want to be careful if you ever go the e-pack route. You could just end up clicking buy it now, buy it now, buy it now, buy it now, and end up in a lot of debt trying to open all of those.
Brian asks, Juice, what player position do you think the Eagles should use as the first pick Thursday? I have always been a fan of selecting the best overall player at any position that early in the NFL draft, the first round. I think they should not worry about, I think they need to worry about what positions to fill. But if they have the best possible position player wide open, just draft that individual, in my opinion. That's what they should do. The best player available.
I think Juice would say just to sell the. I mean, it's up to you, but it's not something that Jamar Chase.
Oh yeah,
sell it.
Always sell the Jamar Chase. My brother Juice, you got a Dallas Cowboy sweatshirt coming your way, buddy. Bring it. I tell you what.
Unfortunately, I think the Spider-Man's going to be delayed until the summer. Unfortunately, I think it was supposed to come out this month, but with the art issues and things like that they're trying to correct, I don't think it'll be until maybe June, possibly.
Tell you what, if you do send a Cowboy sweater, I'll be more than happy to cut it up on a video and throw it away.
And eat it? Oh, throw it away.
Been collecting for years, but only follow a few of the best. Like y'all, enjoy your posts and feeds. Chris, over on Facebook. Thank you, sir. Really appreciate it. Well, we're going to be winding down here. We'll probably be live for like maybe another 6 minutes or so. So if you guys got any more questions you want to throw out there, please go ahead and throw them out. Jalen Hurts is good. Team. Maybe. Ooh. I know Andrew's favorite team.
Wherever Tom Brady's at.
There you go. There you go. Fresh Prince USA. Hi, guys. What up? Who do you guys think are underrated vet rookie cards? Ooh. Chris Paul, super underrated rookie card. Very cheap. DeMar DeRozan, very cheap. Zach LaVine, very cheap. Klay Thompson, very cheap. Comparatively to everybody else. It's funny, in the NBA, I noticed this trend too. Guards do better long-term, like wing players. Actually, it's wing players more over than point guards, but wing players do better long-term than big men. I think big men's like the worst investment in the league when it comes to basketball.
Yeah, Tom Brady came back because he saw his division was shit and knew he could take over. So
no, Tom Brady came back because he realized, shit, I got to be home 24/7. And I was almost MVP last year. Yeah, I'm going to come back and keep playing. Alex Caruso, very cheap. Oh, my God. I love Alex Caruso, but, buddy, only diehard fans to grab those cards. Like, I expect nobody to have marketing cards but me because I'm a diehard fan. Boo, Eagles. Eagles dive, not fly. Totally. Ooh. I think you meant die, but it's all right. Raptors in 7. You heard it here, folks. Raptors in 7.
My cat chat. Raptors in 7.
Booker is actually not too cheap. Booker's very expensive.
Yeah, some of his rookie
but I don't think his ceiling is at its all-time high. Jin, could you say Eagles die, not fly?
Fly, Eagles, fly, baby.
Let's go, Jin.
Yeah.
That's what I'm fucking talking about.
Boo, Cowboys.
Tom Brady
nice. Congrats on that 10 Kobe.
I love this right here. Tom took a week off and wasn't retired. How do you guys...
Pelicans are not winning the series against the Suns.
How did you guys do with Lady Luck slots? That's wild hearing you guys there. Oh, Lady Luck. So her husband and I are best friends. Her husband's Dude Luck. Sixers in 6. Suns have a bench. Suns bench is not as great as you think. Besides JaVale McGee, they have an overpaid wing player in Landry Shamet. Cameron Payne can't hit a broadside of a barn. But yeah. Mavs. I really like the Mavs. It shows how good Luka Doncic is. Holy crap. He came back. Weren't they up like a 20 at some point? Pelicans or Suns winning the series. Dude, the Pelicans have every chance to win the series. Unfortunately, I personally think the Suns, that should have been the easiest sweep ever. The Suns are not playing as the number 1 overall team in the league without Devin Booker. They won, the overall as a team, they won plenty of times without Booker, but as a team, they still won 30 games more than the Pelicans. And it wasn't all Devin Booker all the time. So, yeah.
So what do you think about Scotty Barnes cards?
Phenomenal.
Will it go up in value after he won Rookie of the Year?
Well, he's got to have cards first to come out. He only has contenders. Their prism is getting pushed to next season.
Ooh. Hence the delays, baby. This is what's going to suck. And then everything's going to be priced based on like, oh, his rookie cards are going to, because he won Rookie of the Year, they're going to jack up the price.
You just got to have cards out.
Yeah.
Cannot score 3 without Booker. That doesn't make any sense. What's your most expensive card, Jin? Putting you on the spot.
Ooh, that's probably the Gold Burrow, right? Auto.
Oh, yeah.
I would think.
Well,
I don't think I've had it in there.
Yeah. Well, most valuable sport card, yeah.
Probably.
Oh, you know what sucks? You know what I'm thinking about? And you're going to do a little face. I'm thinking about your Dragonite that you never got. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Leave studio now.
Oh, that's
the card that'll never be.
My most expensive card is probably my Justin Herbert raw RPA.
That's got that smashed corner.
Nah, man. You don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm about to smash that corner.
Prism basketball got delayed. I thought it was the 25th of May. I'm just saying they're delayed. They could come out. They're scheduled to come out the 25th of May, but there's always been product scheduled to come out. I have a feeling. I heard rumblings that it was going to get pushed back closer to the season with everything that's being printed right now. They don't have enough to actually keep it going because they had to stop a lot of printing to produce WWE stuff and more UFC product.
Yep. Down South Card Club. Wow, below the belt juice. Definitely.
Oh, what happened? What did I do?
Your comment probably was shot below the belt.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
Finally made it home to watch the homies. Well, no, we're actually getting off. We're actually about to hop off. Chris, what is your comment? Never got what? What happened? Oh, you mean never got? Yeah, he never got his. It really wasn't his fault. It's lost.
Yeah, it's lost in the mail. Thanks,
Canada
or U.S. Border Patrol or whoever handles the.
I say it's Expo's fault.
I blame Expo.
Don't put that on him, Ricky Bobby. Well, everybody, thank you all so much for coming out to the stream tonight. We really appreciate it. This hour and a half flies by a lot quick. Of the time. Getting a ton of views on the channels. We're about to hit 75,000 subscribers.
And this is about to open up $75,000 worth of products for hitting 75K.
I don't know. I am working on 75 pack video that Drew's going to help me out with. So we're going to have 75 pack video coming at some point. Yep. But we'll have it here pretty soon just for the 75,000 subscribers. And we don't really do giveaways, but who knows? We'll probably have a giveaway then.
And then don't forget, guys, 100,000 subs. Juice is going to do something special. So you guys want to tune in.
Oh, my God. I can't
get us 25K more subs. That's all we need,
share
baby.
These videos.
Yeah, share these videos if you want to see Juice do something crazy.
All right, everybody. You guys have a wonderful evening. What about the 76ers? They're going to hopefully win. But, yeah, like Andrew said, thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you soon. Deuces.
Dabs. Woo-woo.